Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. What a week we have had. What an absolute delightful buffet of cars. And buffed is the word. My gosh, I have enjoyed this week of muscle cars. And we're rounding it off with probably the fastest muscle car in the game. Possibly. I went a hunting. This seemed to be the meatiest and the beefiest of them all. The Dodge Challenger SRT Demon 2018. It's made by Dodge. It's a road car. It was made in 2018 in the United States of America. Yeehaw, sir. Get my gun. The engine code is Demon, or maybe that's D-E-M-O-N, but it's Demon. It's supercharged 6.2 litre V8, 840 brake horsepower with an 8-speed gearbox. This bad boy's front-engined with a rear-wheel drive, and it weighs in at 4,279 pounds, or 1,941 kilograms. It's capable of a top speed of 213 miles per hour, and its performance points in GT7 is 624.20. And I put the stickers on this one, so it didn't affect its PP this time. The length is 5.015 meters by a width of 2.002 meters. They couldn't find that 2 millimeters. They couldn't shave that off, just off the wing mirrors or something. And a height of 1.459 meters. The Dodge Challenger SRT Demon 2018 is a road car produced by Dodge. First appears in Gran Turismo 7 as part of update 1.40. Is this quite new then? I'm not sure. Is that not the last update? That's interesting. There are 15 colours available for this car, each with options for black satin hood, roof and deck lid, for an overall total of 30 colours. Wow. The description. A demon born simply to run the quarter mile as fast as possible. The third generation Dodge Challenger, introduced in 2008 as the true successor to the Challenger muscle car, is known for its various high performance variants, but the one that stood out was the most powerful version, the SRT Hellcat, that made its debut in 2015. But in 2018, the Hellcat was upstaged by an even more sinister model, the SRT Demon, of which only 3,300 units were produced. This car was developed for the single purpose of winning drag races. The engine, based on the one in the Hellcat, was tuned to produce 840.2 horsepower on 100 or higher octane fuel. This allowed the car to boast a 0 to 62 miles per hour time in 2.3 seconds. Oh my gosh. And reached the quarter mile mark of just 9.65 seconds. The body featured a full drag strip setup with no passenger or rear seats included as standard equipment, although they are available as an option. Adding even more spice to the package was the Demon Crate, a race parts kit that Dodge sold to buyers for just $1 extra. The equipment, said to be valued at more than $6,000 US, included thinner front wheels, a high-octane tuned ECU for drag racing, air filters, and a race spec instrument panel. The SRT Demon was banned from racing in stock form by the NHRA, National Hot Rod Association. Who wants to be part of the National Hot Rod Association? Woof, woof. I'm part of the Hot Rod Association, darling. Do you want to come back to my Airbnb? Which said the car was too fast to compete without a roll cage or parachute. The Demon is certain to go down in Dodge history as one of the greatest monsters the company ever produced. Right, shall we read it all? It was only Brand Central. The Challenger SRT Demon is Dodge's most extreme muscle car. No doubt about it. Designed with drag racers front of mind, its specially tuned V8 is capable of punching over 800 horsepower with a launch speed and acceleration that counted among the best in the world. It can run a quarter of a mile in just 9.65 seconds. In fact, this car is so fast that it's literally banned from drag racing in North America. What's more, Dodge sold performance kits for the Demon, the likes of which you won't find anywhere else. It's a modern American muscle car that truly is in a league of its own. Right, you can buy this one if you've got Gran Turismo 7 at Dodge Brand Central for 200,000 credits, and that is a steal. Oh, apparently there's notes. The NHRA has since lifted the ban of restrictions surrounding the car in 2022. Oh, it's allowed to drag race now. It was banned for a while, but it's back, baby. What to say about this car, the final car in the series of the Thanksgiving Muscle, thanks for the Muscle Cars America series. It's a blinder. It's amazing. No, it's scarily amazing. It drives like no other. It is obviously made for drag racing. That becomes totally apparent by the way the gear ratio is set up, because you flip through 6 gears and then you only take 7th and 8th serious. But and it became an art learning to change gears while still accelerating up through the corners, because you barely touch the accelerator and it's up on the top of the rev limiter. You've got to change gear, then you push a little more on the accelerator, we're back up to 3rd or 4th, and then you're a little more, you're not fully down on the accelerator and you're already up to 5th gear, and that's all happening whilst you're going around a corner. So what an absolute eye-opener of a drive. It was, you've got to go out and try this. It's amazing. It's a different technique to driving, and it was fantastic, and it kept me alive. It was on edge all the time. It was like wrestling with a grizzly bear, and the grizzly bear was in a bad mood. That car is El Diablo. I've said it many times about cars, but this one could be the devil's car. It is called the Demon for a reason. So get yourself one. Look, totally off the road, couldn't slow it down. I gave up. So get yourself out there, guys. Get yourself a Dodge Challenger SRT Demon 2008. What a great ending to a fantastic week. Thanks for tuning in. If you've enjoyed it, hit like, subscribe, make a comment, and if you want to come and join us in our Discord, it's in the links section. Handbrake, no barrier, beautifully parked, well done. Wounded, honestly, 19th. I thought that was going to be the fastest car I had ever driven in my life. There's so much work went into that lap just to get it to the checkered flag, and it's 19th. And, you know, I thought it was going to beat the Camaro. I really did. That got 16th. That Camaro was quite a surprise, as it turns out. But the Dodge Challenger SRT Demon 2018 managed a time of 7:32.341, which was over a second off the Audi Sports Quattro, which is a race car, remember, and a good 3 or 4 seconds ahead of the Alfa Romeo Group 4 car, which is on the verge now. It's on the verge of losing its top 20 status, and we'll be saying goodbye to the dull Group 4 Alfa Romeo 4C car. But yeah, there you go. Dodge Challenger is... I saved that second because I thought it really was going to trash the Camaro, because it's got higher performance points. The Camaro was on sports medium tyres. I mean, I know the PP takes that into account, and the Dodge Challenger on sports hards. Yeah, I mean, doesn't take anything away from the fact that that was bleeding good fun, and you should try it. Shall we have a look at its own categories? It's 600s or 700s? 700, sorry. So in the 700 category, it finds itself in 10th, ahead of the Alfa Romeo, as you saw, that was in 20th, and the Bugatti has dropped out of the top 20 now. The boat, HMS Bugatti, is now set sail and languishing 12th in the PP 700 category. And that brings us to an end to the monster week and the Americans' faux Christmas celebrations, or their practice, Christmas celebrations for Christmas dinner. Maybe it's a rerun. It's like a practice run. It's been a great week, and the cars have pretty much chosen themselves this week, which has been lovely because you guys never put in the comments what cars you want. So now I'm going to have to try and make a decision for the next car, and that's tricky. I'll have to get deep in meditation to try and find my inner peace to find what car to do next. Hit like, subscribe, do all that stuff, and then come and join us in Discord. Have I said all that? It feels like I've said that, but I do so many of these videos. It's in the links. I might have said it in the actual real thing, and I usually say it here. Who knows? Turu, peace and love, peace and love.